I'm joined with head coach Shaun North to provide a little bit of a preview on the week coming up and look at some of the ongoings in and around the first team over the course of the last week or so. Shaun, it's one more day closer to that first game of the season and it is pretty much here now. How's the feeling around camp?
The lads have done well this week. We've had a good week training. Spirits seem quite high. Let's just hope that continues into Saturday.
We had a good win last weekend against Bristol Manor Farm on the road, just our second away game of the pre-season campaign, and that's set us in good stead going into a week where we've got 3 games in the space of 7 days.
Yeah, the Bristol Manor Farm game was a tough game physically, difficult for us to break them down, but they give us a good test physically and made it very competitive, which we stood up to quite well. Quite pleased with all of that. Managed to come away with a nice 2-0 win, and the important thing was a clean sheet.
Obviously we're on the road for the first game of the season, but it's then not very long until we're here and you can finally make your competitive Wesley Park bow as we take on Chertsey. Yeah,
we'll have a tough game on Saturday away at Dorchester. Being away on the first Saturday of the season is always probably difficult no matter where you go. Having seen Dorchester a few times and had some information regarding them, they'll be a tough team to play against. And then hopefully we'll be in a good position to continue that on Wednesday against Chertsey.
We had some good conversations at your Q&A the other night. Obviously met plenty of our supporters here at Hampton Waterlooville and got grilled, I think is the word to use really, about some of what you had on Tuesday.
Yeah, it's nice that people turn up and show good interest in the club, and we will endeavour to do whatever we can to keep them informed as much as we can.
One of the things mentioned in that Q&A on Tuesday night was to do with the leadership team throughout the course of the season. Obviously there'll be some things on social media and on the website to follow, but obviously coming from yourself, we've got Joe McNerney as captain and Nigel Atangana as vice captain for the season.
We have at the moment, but we've got other strong people within the group as well. That we hope that they all take a lead in dealing with problems or whatever we have. Joe and Nigel are the 2 nominated ones, but hopefully everybody will take some kind of part in that.
And another thing that we spoke about on Tuesday in that Q&A session was the state of play for the squad. We've seen some additions come in the last couple of days or so. We've obviously had a couple of lads who have been on trial with us for quite some time, and then Ruben Swan coming in on loan from Pompey.
Yeah, the Ruben Swan one has been ongoing for quite a while, to be fair, with Portsmouth. It's just been a case of tying it up and Portsmouth being able to release him. He's found it physically a little bit more difficult than he thought with the full-time training, so he's had a couple of niggles which they've kept him back for. We were hoping to have him 10 days ago, but they've kept him back through the niggles and nursed him through it, of which we will now have to continue to do. We've also signed young Ami Jallo, I know him as Ami, so and a few other things along the way, and Suk J Lee, which have now both been on trial with us and put pen to paper with, and hopefully they'll be good additions to the squad.
And of course the other news that we've seen around the squad in the last couple of days is we've had Harvey Laidlaw and Mitch Aston be dual registered with Baffin Milton Rovers, and we've had young Preston Woolston loaned out to Moneyfields.
Yeah, that was always the plan for the younger boys. Ami will possibly come into that group as well, where we feel they're more for the future than the immediate. So they train with us every day, every morning they train with us, and then they go and get their game time with either Baffins or Moneyfields or wherever we may be able to get Ami out to regarding that. With them being dual registered, they can come back for us at any point and play for us or what have you, but we're looking for them to develop, so after Christmas time, early part of next season, they'll be ready to play.
We've had the hard work of July so far. The August has followed that same trend and the work really starts now. 6 games for us coming up and it all starts away at Dorchester on Saturday. Cheers, Shaun.
Thank you.